What's up YouTube, Silver Dragons here, and in this video I'll be talking about the Sigma Metalytics precious metals verifiers. Now I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of each one. We have the original, the Pro Mini, and the Pro. So let's do it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. I'm really excited to look at these three different models here. If you're wanting to buy a Sigma Metalytics machine, you'll want to know the pros and the cons of each one of these. Also stick around for the end of the video because I will show you the cheapest place to buy these as well as offer a discount code, so you're not going to want to miss that. This graphic shows the features that all three of the different models have and don't have. So at the top we have detect counterfeit precious metals, coins and bars. All three of them can do that. Subsurface measurement, check for plated coins and bars, read through plastic cases. So that means they can all test through slabs, which is very important because a lot of coins are actually graded and slabbed. You don't want to break them out of these plastic cases. So the plastic is essentially invisible to the machines. It'll read right through it and just test the metal, and that is very cool. They all have safe, non-destructive testing, and the other thing that all of the models offer is the three external wand attachments. The three different options are small, large, and refiners, or sometimes this will say bullion, depending on which of the models you purchase. Now, the more wands you get, the more expensive the whole package is going to be. I would highly recommend getting the small wand if you want the versatility to test small pieces like maybe your 1/10 ounce gold. So this for me is a must buy regardless of which machine you're getting. The large wands are great for testing your bigger stuff like your 1 kilo silver bars, your 100 ounce silver bars. Sometimes a bar will be too thick to actually place under the bridge of the Pro or the Mini, so you're going to need this wand here so you can actually put it on the surface of the bar and get a good test. But the refiners or the bullion wand is the best one by far as depth is concerned when testing. You can go all over the surface of the piece, flip it over, go all around the backside, even test the side of the piece. The other thing about the wands is that each wand will be paired to that specific machine you bought it with. So if you have multiple machines, you can't exchange the wands between them. Also, you should purchase the wands you want to get with your machine when you make your original purchase so that you don't have the hassle of having to send your machine back in to get wands added at a later date. So figure out which ones you want, buy them when you make your initial purchase. The last thing on these is that the Sigma Pro Mini and the Pro will actually test about 30% deeper using the wands than the original will, and that's because the processing power on these two machines is greater. So if you have the large wand and you're using the original, it will be slightly inferior to the large wand on the Pro Mini or the Pro. If you're interested in the exact technical specifications for each model, you can find this information on the Sigma Metalytics website. One thing that I didn't understand was the GOT detection depth. This stands for gold over tungsten. So this is how deep into the coin or bar the machine will actually be able to test. If we go back to the feature list, we can see that the original does not have the ability to measure completely through a sample, nor can it confirm specific gravity. However, the Pro and the Pro Mini can both do this, and this, in my opinion, is what separates the men from the boys. Let me show you what we're talking about here. Now, I'm not going to do an in-depth review on each of these three machines because this video would be like an hour long, but I will talk about the functionality differences. So when we're testing a coin here on the Sigma original, you can see I already have it set up to silver 4/9 fine. Now, one unique thing about the original is it has the ability to toggle between 3/9 fine silver and 4/9 fine silver. The Mini and the Pro do not have that function. They can only test for pure silver, which poses a little bit of a problem. Not a huge issue, but I will talk about that later. Anyway, let's show you how to test a 4/9 fine silver coin here on the original. So we're going to go ahead and do calibrate. Now it says place sample, so I'm going to grab my maple leaf here. We'll put it right in the middle. And as you can see, the mark comes up right in between the brackets there, so this is a real and legitimate coin. Now let's go ahead and test the maple on the Mini and the Pro, and I'll show you how these are superior. As you can see, I already have the Pro Mini paired to my tablet, so we're all ready to go here. Now, the Pro Mini has to be used with a phone or a tablet or a computer. It can't be used by itself, which is a pro and a con. This is very small, very light. You could throw this in your pocket whenever you go to a coin show or something like that. So this is very handy to bring around with you, and then you just have to have your phone on you, and they pair via Wi-Fi. So you don't need any internet connection, you don't need Bluetooth or anything like that. You could be out in the most rural part of the world, and as long as you have a phone and the device, they can talk to each other and you can perform tests. So let's go ahead and test the Maple Leaf here on the Pro Mini. So we just simply put it right there, and then we're going to push this down and we will see what it comes up with right in the green there. So this is testing perfect. Now this has two sensors in it. So unlike the original, which only has the one sensor right here, the Pro Mini has a sensor on the bottom as well as one in the top. So when you push these down, the two sensors will come together. So when I push this down, it will test all the way through the coin or bar or whatever is on there. So that is a great feature. Now let's say you wanted to do a specific gravity test. All you do is you hit dimensions, and then you say if you're testing a round or rectangular object, or testing a round object. And then what you want to do is place the coin with the edge right on that line, and the other edge should be on this line or in the green area. As you can see, it is. So this passes the specific gravity test. One point I want to drive home about the Mini is that it emits its own Wi-Fi to your device. You can see that with this little green light blinking up here in the corner. So when I said you could be in the middle of nowhere, I wasn't kidding. You could take this literally anywhere and test precious metals. The different types of devices it could connect to would be either Android or Apple, or you could actually plug this directly into a Microsoft computer and use it that way as well. Now, I do want to show you how to do a specific gravity test on a bar, because there's one additional step, and that is because bars come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. So I'm using one of the most weirdly sized bars. It's the 1 ounce silver Beskar bar, and I do want to note that this is 3/9 fine silver. So this is going to test a little bit different than the 4/9 fine, because if you remember, I said that these can only test pure silver. It's not 3 or 4/9 fine, it's just pure silver. So let's go ahead and see what happens when we do this test here. And as you can see, it's obviously a pretty thin bar. We are coming up in the yellow, and this is very common with these devices. This is by far the most common question people have with these. Why is it coming up in the yellow? And it's because it is 3/9 fine, not 4/9 fine, but it is passing the conductivity test. So let's go ahead and do specific gravity. We're going to select dimensions, then rectangle. So this is the size that it thinks the bar should be, but the bar is actually a lot thinner. So we'll go ahead and change the width, and I'm probably gonna have to make this a lot thinner. Let's try that. And as you can see, the bar does fit within the rectangle. So yes, this is passing the specific gravity test. If this bar were made of copper or something like that, it would fail this test 100% of the time. Now let me show you the rundown on the Pro. We're gonna start with the Maple Leaf, and you can put it under either one of the sensors. We'll just put it under this one here. And as you can see, comes up in the green. So yes, that's testing good. If you wanted to use the smaller sensor, you could use that one as well. It just automatically switches between the two. We can see it's coming up in the green. And I do want to show you, if we do an eagle, how it will come up in the yellow. Because again, this is the most common problem people have with these. They say, oh my goodness, it's in the yellow, it's fake, it's not real. No, it is real, it is legitimate. And it doesn't matter that I have this in the capsule. The plastic is invisible to the machines. So let's go ahead and do a specific gravity test on the Maple here. So we'll go ahead and we'll put it under the sensor. And again, this actually has two sensors, one below, one up top in the bridge. Then we're going to go ahead and hit measurement. And we're going to say, yes, it is a round. Now this one, you just put the edge on this light, and then it should be in the middle of the green bar there. And as we can see, coming up perfect for specific gravity. So yes, it is true. The Sigma Original cannot do a specific gravity test, and it also only has one sensor here, so it can't test all the way through your coins or your bars. However, This is an excellent tool for weeding out fakes. It is the first Sigma I ever purchased, and I have found several fakes with this. So if you can find just one fake coin and not purchase it, especially if it's a gold coin, then these machines are basically going to pay for themselves. I'll just give you some examples here. Fake, 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 fake. I mean, you get the picture. Fake, fake. This is a really bad fake. I did a video on that one recently. Terrible. And then we have this one here. This is the only fake I've ever found that passed the conductivity test and it failed the specific gravity test. And the reason is because this fake eagle was literally made to do that. Because this is made of copper with a silver plating, it actually barely passes the conductivity test on the Sigma machines, but when you go specific gravity, it instantly fails. So that's why it's important to have the extra tests on the Mini and the Pro. They're not a must, but they're going to give you almost a 100% certainty that this particular piece you're testing is real or fake, unless you're dealing with the really big silver bars. In that case, you're going to need the external bridge. If we look at the last three items on this features list, we can see the external bridge attachment for large Bullion bars only works with the Pro, the adjustable sensor bar, and the ability to connect to mobile and desktop devices only works with the Pro Mini. Here is a look at the external bridge attached to the Pro model. Now these can test up to 45 millimeters deep, and it will go all the way through the silver or gold bars, whatever you're testing. So this is an incredible piece of technology. If you're a bullion dealer or if you buy lots of these big bars, then this is a must. I really tried to make this video short, not getting into every little detail about these devices, but for the most part, whichever one you choose, you're going to be able to test your gold coins, your gold bars. You're going to be able to test slabs, so that's not a problem at all. Maybe you like to buy Morgan dollars and you want to make sure those are real and legitimate. You can test that kind of stuff. You can test the 10-ounce silver bars on all these machines. So look, these are really, really great for testing gold, silver, platinum, palladium, whatever type of precious metals you're buying. These are incredible pieces of technology. They cannot test jewelry. I know a lot of people want to test their rings and necklaces, but these machines do not do that. They also are not able to test, for example, shipwreck coins, because those have been at the bottom of the ocean. Maybe there's other metals that they've come in contact with. But as far as your bullion and numismatic coins, these are going to be your bread and butter when it comes to testing them. As far as pricing is concerned, obviously it's going to vary based on the amount of accessories you get. And I know price is definitely a factor for a lot of people. It was for me when I bought the original. These are going for just under $1,000 right now. The Mini going for about $1,300 to $1,400, and the Pro around $1,700 to $2,000. If you want the external bridge, I think those are like $500. I'm not exactly sure, but I do know that if you want the best pricing possible, you've got to check out AG Bullion. Alex, the owner, has a low price guarantee. In fact, he will meet or beat anyone else's price out there. I've never seen a lower price. In fact, he's going to give you a discount just for watching my video and using the link that I've got down below in the description. This will give you a discount when you go to checkout. There's actually no code or anything. You just have to use the link and you'll get some money off of your purchase. Alex is an authorized retailer from Sigma. He ships all across the world. He typically uses FedEx, 2-day Air Express. It will be insured. So if you buy one, it will get to you super fast. And he's a really cool guy. I've talked to him for a few hours about the machines. He actually sent me the Mini and the Pro so that I could show them off in this video and talk about them. If you have any questions about these machines, feel free to leave a comment down below in the comment section. And I know that the Sigma Metalytics website also has lots of videos on how to use them, you know, tutorials and stuff like that. So check that out. But I'm going to be putting out some videos myself, more in depth on the specific machines, because they have tons of features and I definitely didn't go over all of them in this video. But at the end of the day, I'll leave you with this. If you could save yourself from buying one fake gold coin, then these machines are easily going to pay for themselves. They will give you peace of mind knowing that your stack is real and legitimate, and that's what you want. Whether you're going to sell it to someone else in the future, or you're going to give it to your kids, or you're just going to hold it for the next 20, 30 years and then decide what you want to do with it, either way, you need to know that the silver, the gold that you have is not fake. Really, anyone who's buying precious metals should consider purchasing one of these machines. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. I do want to say a massive thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you all in the next one. Silver Dragons out.